What was going on between you and Russ earlier?
Nothing.
Didn't look like nothing.
Don't tell me he's causing trouble already.
No, it's nothing to worry about.
Oh, God, no! No! Please! Please, help me! Help me!
How's it hanging, bruv? I was worried you were never gonna wake up.
Please!
Cracking view, eh?
Russ, no, no!
No, really. Take it in. Especially that big drop. Because guess what? That's how you're gonna die.
Russ! Russ!
I'll send you the e-brochure. Hey, we're still having that night out, though. Eh? Top man. Get in.
Who was that?
Jono. We go way back. He's a buyer for one of them big cruise ship companies now. I am going to get a massive order off him.
Which would be great, but in case you haven't noticed, we're still struggling with that supermarket order. And there's still no sign of the new staff.
Belle's doing an extra shift.
Not quite what I meant, Jay.
Have a little faith, sis.
You can't keep going like this. I'm spending half my life apologizing to people that he's made ridiculous promises to.
You're doing a great job. I'm proud of you. I'm seeing the solicitor this afternoon.
What, to get him out?
I wish there was another way.
Dad, you have tried your best to help him. But once he's gone, we can get things running properly again. We have to think about the future of the factory.
Does he really think watching us all the time is going to make us work faster?
Jay, we're on target, so if you've got more important things to do, then that's fine.
And what could be more important than supporting my team?
Oh, Irish, is Priya around? Yeah, she's in the office.
Oh, good. Hey, have you had lunch?
There's a couple of rejects from the order count.
Nope.
Then no.
Good. I thought we could go to the pub.
Oh, no chance. I am up to my eyes here, babe. I'm gonna have to send out for a sandwich later.
We hardly seem to see each other these days.
Well, that's because we've both got busy jobs. But at least you know where I am.
Don't do it! Don't do it!
Do what? This?
Ah!
Having fun down there?
No, stop! Stop! Stop!
Okay.
What are you messing?
Oh, go. I won't come back ever.
See, you say that.
I swear.
Problem is, I've got a few trust issues since you left me in that ditch. Here's how it's gonna work. Took it out of your pocket. Don't want you losing it. You're gonna text Dad and tell him how sorry you are and how you could no longer carry on. And then...
A tragic suicide.
So much for staying out of each other's way.
I'll have another when you're ready.
Move went well, thanks for asking.
Oh, don't. I've got enough to worry about.
I've never seen Gabby so happy.
If you're suddenly working, we need more mixers.
That's what you do. Look, why don't I take over for a bit? You go and put your feet up.
I'd rather keep busy. Besides, why should I be uncomfortable in my own pub when it's her son that caused all this?
I've just been to see Robert. Do you think he's all right, mentally?
Has he ever been?
Well, he's got it into his head that Chrissy was the one that, you know, tried to kill him. And he wants me to go and inspect Clouseau and keep an eye on her at home.
It's just being paranoid. Don't get involved.
Made me feel a bit queasy.
Well, don't let him get to you. You and Lawrence deserve to be happy.
I thought you were taking the day off.
Well, Jay was desperate, so...
Oh, right. Do you want one of these?
Yeah. I, heard about the drug thing.
Right.
And I'm totally cool with it, obviously.
Yeah, I'm glad one of us is.
Yeah, of course. Mum and Dad think like it's the end of the world.
Yeah, is that why she keeps giving me the evil eye? Don't look.
Well, just ignore her. I do.
It was really embarrassing. I just want to forget the whole thing and concentrate on the business.
Consider it forgotten.
Oh, thanks. And hey, I do have some good news, because I landed a supermarket deal.
Oh, that is fantastic.
I know, but still mates?
Yeah.
I don't know what to put.
You beat me up and left me for dead. How's that for starters?
I just found out about you and Debbie.
Oh, and that makes it all right, does it?
It's not.
What about framing me for nicking Zach's money? Or the drug dealing? You know, it's always been the same. You mess people's lives up, and somehow people still think that you're perfect.
Look, you can't kill me. That's why you had to make that deal with Andy.
You don't know anything about me, or what I'm capable of.
Well, I know that you love Debbie. And you probably still do. This won't get her back.
You think that this is about Debbie?
What else?
It's about everything! Our whole lives! Everything that has ever gone wrong for me is down to you.
Sorry, I should have called. Only with the hearing due, we need to make sure we're ready.
I've not had a date yet.
No, but it can't be long, and the more we get done, the better. I'll come back during the week.
No. I can't keep pretending it's not happening.
Use the office.
I'm very good at massages if you need to unwind.
Oh, that sounds perfect. Especially if it comes with a large scotch. How's the salon? Well, you said there was a problem?
Oh, it was just Kerry getting in a flap about nothing, that's all.
Ah?
Now, you sit down. I'm going to give you one of my neck and shoulder specials. I defy anyone to feel stressed after one of those.
It's not you Mum tried to kill, is it?
She was ill.
She still picked me, though. Not the favourite one. Have you any idea what it was like for me growing up? Always being in your shadow.
It wasn't like that.
I won a prize once. Do you remember? Last year at juniors. They asked us to invent an environmentally friendly vehicle. A proper competition, not just our school. All the other kids have made these fancy drawings, but I made a model of mine. A solar-powered tractor. I thought, I'd love this. But he did. He never even turned up. You were playing rugby, or picking your nose, or breathing unaided, or doing one of the many other marvellous things you spent your entire life being hero worship for.
He was on his own, he couldn't do everything.
He still chose you, though!
I'm sorry, OK? If that's how it felt.
It's how it was! It's how it was! I may as well have not existed! The only time I ever got any attention was when I got into bother. So that's what I did. And then he ended up living this life because what else is there?
Boss. We can sort this out.
Yeah? Can you stop me seeing Robert's face? Every time I close my eyes.
Well, I hate myself for what I did.
Yeah. And I've hated you. Every second of my life.
I'm sorry. Well, I never knew what you felt.
Little brother, I should have been there for you. Well, I've lost Debbie and the kids. Your mum, dad and Finna. They look at me sometimes like they don't even know who I am. I've got nothing left. So maybe you're right. Maybe it's better for everyone if I go. I love you. Well, just remember that. Well, just promise me one thing.
I knew there'd be a catch.
Ross, no! No!
Well, just promise me. Promise me you'll be happy. I'm torn.
Come save me. Ross is trying to kill me. Dad, I'm sorry. I'd hoped you'd never have to read anything like this. Oh, sweet. Thinking of others right till the very end. I thought I could learn to live with what I did to Ross, but the truth is I don't want to. Because what kind of man would that make me? So it's time for me to go. Try not to be angry, yada, yada, yada. I love you all. Look after Ross. He needs to know how much you love him. How much you've always loved your little Ross the boss.
That's what I used to call you. Do you remember? When we were kids. Oh, please. Just send it.
Oh, I could get used to this.
Mum's in a real state about Robert.
Well, she's bound to be. He's like a son to her.
Yeah, I suppose you never stop worrying about your kids, do you? Like you, with Chrissy.
Rakesh knows what he's doing.
Going to prison for her? I mean, did you really think she'd done it? Oh, sorry, you really don't want to talk about it, do you?
No, it's okay. I suppose I thought there was a chance after what he'd put her through. But no. No, she's innocent.
Which is exactly what I told Robert. Careful, you're going to go all naughty again.
You've been to see Robert?
Well, he's my stepbrother. Kind of.
Well, if you want to live here, you need to figure out where your loyalties lie.
I'm on your side.
I could go to prison for what he drove me to.
It might not come to that.
3 people died. Robert will do anything to get back into our lives, including manipulating you. I suggest you wise up and keep your distance.
Ross. What, have you done it? I'm ready, please. Let's just get it over with.
Hello, Pete.
Ross, no!
Pete? Hello, Pete. Can you hear me?
Ah!
Pete?
Andy, come get your mate.
Whoa!
Not okay!
Doing what you're told for once. Where were the grapes from?
Venice.
She She didn't say she'd been. Too busy going on about moving in with Lawrence.
I tried to tell her it was a bad idea.
Bet that went down well. I'd stay out of it if I were you. She won't listen. Twice in one day. This is an honour.
Look, I thought I should come and tell you, put your mind at rest. I had a chat with Lawrence, and,
Well, he thinks Chrissy's innocent.
so do I. I'm sorry, Robert, but I think you really need to let this go.
She's got a point. You have to start accepting it was Aaron.
Oh, and another thing. While we were talking, Chrissy came in. Well, and long story short,
What?
she's applying for a restraining order.
She says there's nothing going on between her and Kiri, but they were chatting away happily enough in the staff room.
And what'd she say about the drugs?
That he's a loser.
But you don't believe her?
I don't know what to think.
She's a sensible kid. She does work with the guy. They're going to have to talk to each other. Aaron's not coping, in case you're vaguely interested,
I had to report what I saw.
to get Chrissy off the hook.
Orange juice, please.
You sure defending Chrissy is worth all this hassle?
She's entitled to a fair trial. I take it things aren't better between you.
I'm ashamed of Jay. I'm surprised you want anything to do with me.
It's not your fault Kieran's easily led. Actually, I'm glad I've seen you. I'm a bit worried. Priya's been working too hard with this contract.
It'll only be a couple more days till it's done. I've just been to see a solicitor. All I've got to do is say the word and Jay is out.
Well, that's great. Because she can't keep working these hours if she's going to take over from Jay.
Look, don't worry, things will settle down and I'll put in more time.
Thanks. I'm getting tired of eating on my own in front of the TV.
Priya's not eating.
No, it's not like that.
You sure?
Oh, she's hardly ever around. I mean, I assume she's grabbing something on the run. Please don't let on I've said anything.
Promise me. You'll keep an eye on her.
I always do.
What on earth has happened?
I'm okay.
No, you're not. Here, sit down. Come on. Where have you been? I'll call Andy and get him to cover for me.
He's busy. Let you pick me up. He's got something to sort out.
This is Ross, isn't it?
I've really hurt him.
What?
I don't mean like that. I mean his whole life is a mess. It's my fault.
He has always had problems. He seems to do a pretty good job at looking after himself.
That's the point, though. But he doesn't, not really. It's all just the front that he puts up.
Anyone can see how sorry you are, Pete.
I have to put things right.
I put the pickup back. Pete was in a right mess. Couldn't get a word out of him. What the hell did you do?
He's alive, isn't he? Thought he'd be happy.
So what happened?
I let him talk his way out of it, like he always does.
And what about us? Should I be watching my back?
Forget about it, it's over.
And Darren?
It's not my problem. He'll have to sort it out himself.
I've told you that. He won't be able to come out yet for a while.
You should talk to your dad.
Hold him. No. And then
He'd stop me.
Because he cares about you. Once you've told them, there'll be no going back. And it won't be a tap on the wrist.
I know.
You're giving up your life, Pete. You'll end up doing serious time.
Yeah, and the way me and Ross are heading, one of us will end up dead. I can't let that happen. Will you talk to Mum, Dad and Finn? Just try and make them understand.
Of course. Look, you can still walk out.
It's gone too far. I have to do this. I'll have to put everything right.
Right, well, I'll come with you.
Thanks.
Don't be daft.
Ooh.
It's okay, sir. Take it slowly. Do you, know who did this to you? The assault?
No, it's not that. I need to talk to someone. I won't tie myself in. For attempted murder.
The battle for a motoring bargain hots up in the hunt for deals, wheels and steals. Next at 8, our sporting legends are up for a place in next week's semi-finals in their bid for eternal glory. And there's new drama tonight with the race on to stop another murder. New Lewis is later at 9.